So today we continue on the teachings that we have had for, this is the 8th week right now. Not all faith works. That's the topic. Have the faith of God. Not all faith works. Have the faith of God. Praise the Lord. I discovered that when we need something supernatural to happen in our life, it can only happen by the faith of God. That is the only thing that can bring about the supernatural in our life. And that's why Jesus Christ said, have the faith of God. Our text is taken today from Mark chapter 11. Mark chapter 11, we've read it over and over again, but I'm still going to read it. The word of the Lord is new every morning. Mark 11 from 13. And seeing a fig tree afar off, which was Jesus, having leaves, he came, if haply he might find anything thereon. And when he came to it, he found nothing but leaves. For the time of figs was not yet. And Jesus answered and said unto it, no man eats fruit of thee hereafter forever. And his disciples had it. Verse 20. And in the morning, as they passed by, they saw that the fig tree dried up from the root. How do they know that it dried from the root? Because the Message Bible says that this fig tree now looks like a stick that is stuck on the ground. That's how it looked. And of course, Peter marveled and said, we just saw this tree yesterday that had a lot of leaves. That in fact, you thought there was seed fruits in it because of the abundance of leaves. How can it just change like this? Praise the Lord. Jesus answered Peter's question. And he said to them, have ye the faith of God? He said, if you have the faith of God, you can do this. So he used that opportunity to teach them how God operates. That is God's way of life. That's the reality to God. That's how the world was created. That's how things change. That's how God does what we call the miraculous, because of his faith. Then he went further to explain to them what it meant to have the faith of God. So we're going to move on. We established that there are 3 different types of faith. The faith of a man, the faith of God that is contaminated, and then the faith of God that is not contaminated. And of course, it's the third one that we want to operate in. We have spent a lot of time talking on these 3 things, so I will not go over it today, because this is number 8. And every teaching is on YouTube. So please, we can still listen to them. But the good news is this, that God has dealt with all of us. This God's kind of faith in a measure. I have it, you have it, we all have it. And we have it in equal measure. But the only thing is, the faith that God gave us is latent. We have it, it must be activated. And we already went through what we need to do to activate this faith. Because in the book of James chapter 2, we learned that faith without works is dead. So, we have this faith of God in us, but when there is no work accompanying it, it cannot produce anything. So, what use is the faith that does not produce? We don't want that. We want our faith to be productive. So, I will list for us again what we need to do to activate our faith. Because God already has given us a measure of faith. We need to activate our faith. And then number 2, we need to remove all contaminants from our faith. And what we're going to be spending a lot of time on today is removing contaminants. Because we already dealt with how to activate our faith. But I'm going to just go over it for people that were not here when we did it. The faith is activated by the Word of God. The faith is activated by the Word of God. The Word of God is the catalyst to our faith. So number one, we hear the word of God. Number two, we receive the word of God. And I already explained the difference between hearing the word and receiving it. It is not every word that you hear that you have received. That's why a lot of people have had the gospel preached to them over and over again, and yet they are not born again. They had the word, but they did not receive it. For us, we had the gospel of salvation, and we received it. That's why we're born again. Some people hear it, they don't receive it. The same thing with every part that deals with things that God has given us in the Word of God. Prosperity is the same thing. If we hear what God says concerning prosperity and we don't receive it, we might not walk in it as the Bible said we should. But first of all, we must receive it. Number three, after receiving the word, we need to own that word. Own it. It's not everything that you receive that is yours. And I also gave illustration to us. If you give me this bottle of water and I take it from you, I say thank you. And then I leave it here. And when the church is over, I go home without it. Is it mine? No, I don't have it. I received it, but I don't have it. And if we go through the parable of the sower, you will understand what I'm saying. Because all the ground that Jesus talked about received the word, but they didn't own it. They have received the word at one point of it in their life, but when the time of productivity comes upon them, they could not produce anything, because really they did not own that word. And the reason why we're here is that we can bear fruits and our fruits will remain. I want you to say, I will bear fruits. And my fruits will remain. Number three is owning the word of God. And I want you to add to number three, meditate on the word. The word that you don't meditate upon, you can't own it. If you start owning it and you don't keep meditating on it, it slips away. And we also see that in the parable of the sower. We see several things that can cause the word of God to slip away from us. Now, number four. After we have owned the word of God and we have meditated on it over and over and over again, it comes to a point in our life where the word of God to us is final. The word of God must be final to you. John 3:31-36. You must see that word as final, irrespective of what is going on. And look, this does not happen automatically. It must be worked out. It must be worked out by you. If nothing is done with the word of God, you can never get to a point where the word of God is final. It's not possible. There has to be an input from your end. Praise the Lord. Now, number five. After that word is final to you, then you put it in your mouth and you begin to say it. A lot of people say words that is not final in their heart. If the word is not final in your heart and you say it, it might not come to pass. But when it is final, it will come to pass. It might not come to pass the first day you say it. We see the example in the life of our father Abraham. When he got up to a point in his life when he did not waver and he accepted the word of God as final, the Bible said that he continued to give glory to God. And the Bible didn't record for how long he did that. He continued to speak about what God promised him, and he continued to speak the word of God and worship him until Isaac came. But the point is, from the time he started to speak that word and the time Isaac came, he did not stagger, he did not waver, he did not doubt, he did not look back. I'm not going to stay much on that one too because it's already in the past teachings. Please, let's listen to them. Okay, so we put the word in our mouth, and then number 6, we act it out. And that's what we discussed on last Sunday. We spent a lot of time on action. Faith without action is nothing. In fact, the faith of God, what really makes the faith of God to manifest is the action that comes with it. That's why the Bible says faith without work is dead. And I explained to us also using the Greek word. The Greek word for faith is pistis. Pistis, and is a noun. But the noun cannot be seen. The faith that can be seen that brings result is the verb. And the verb of pistis is pistua. And for every single person that received their miracle in the Word of God, if we go and read the record in Greek, the pistua, it is the pistua that brought about the miracle in their life. And we gave two examples last Sunday. We gave the example of the paralyzed man that was lowered from the roof. And the Bible said Jesus saw their faith. Faith can be seen. And until your faith is seen, it does not bring results. It must be seen. Jesus saw their faith. The place was full of crowd. It was crowded that people could not enter. But out of all the people that were crowded together, Jesus saw one person that had faith. And that one person that had faith went home with his miracle on that day. But the other people went home just like that. God wants to see our faith. And then we talk about the two blind men. The two blind men that saw Jesus Christ raise Jairus' daughter. They were there outside the house when he did it. And immediately they saw him, they started to follow him. They followed him to his house. Jesus did not acknowledge them. They followed him still. And when they entered the house, Jesus turned to them. He said, "What do you want?" And they said they wanted their sight. He said, "Do you believe?" And then they said, "We believe." And he said, "Be it unto you according to your faith." Our faith will work for us in the name of Jesus. Our faith will work for us in the name of Jesus. So faith is what we do. We do it. It's not passive. You cannot sit and say, "I have faith." You do it. Faith is what we do. And when you do faith, it yields for you. If you have seed in your hand, you must plant it. If you don't plant the seed, it will not yield anything. But so we have faith. You have the seed. Let's plant it. So let's start to talk about contaminants now. Let's move on, because all that is just a recap of what we talked about before. So the second thing is that now, if we already we are walking our faith. We're walking our faith. What else do we need to do? We need to remove contaminants, because we know that even when we are walking our faith and the faith is contaminated, it yields no result. And we saw it in the life of Peter. Peter was walking his faith, because if he was not walking his faith, he will not be on the water. He could stay in the boat and say, "Jesus, I believe I can walk on water." But he's inside the boat. But he stepped out on the water. But the problem is that even though he was pistuaring, his pistis was contaminated. But he didn't start off with contamination, because the Bible says he walked for a little bit. And when he walked for a little bit, he did what? Lifted up his eyes and he saw something. And whatever he saw made something to happen to him. And immediately he started to sink. And you know, when we started this series of teaching, every time I talk about Peter, I will say, "Thank God we are not on water right now." I say, "Thank God I'm not on water." I would have sang, because I know several times I have looked at wind in my life and I was afraid and my faith was contaminated. And then God told me, He said, "Stop talking about that." He said, "Because you sunk in some other circumstances, it was not water." Do you understand what I'm saying? It does not have to be water. When we are trying to make that progress and then things happen and we sink, it's because of contaminated faith. And I told God, I'm working with you to get to a point where I will not sink. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we can get there. And that's what this teaching is about. And that's why I read the scripture that I read before we started. I will not be ashamed in anything. Yes, Peter sank, but Jesus helped him. And it was the same Peter that was revived and started the church. The same Peter that seemed like he was disgraced. But Jesus left Peter here. He entrusted the building of the church on Peter. The same Peter that denied Jesus 3 times. Why did Peter deny Jesus? Because his pistis was contaminated. Do you understand what I'm saying? He didn't plan to do it. Because he promised Jesus, he said, look, if everybody leave you, I will follow you to the grave. But when the wind began to blow, he could not handle it. And it's happened to us over and over and over again in our life. And God said, my children, I want to show you how you can overcome this. Because it is possible. The same Peter overcame. And it was because of what Peter did that we are able to sit down here and listen to the word of God this morning. Because if Peter had kept in and failed, we won't be here. So my consolation is, if Peter made it, we will. God is helping us to remove contaminants from our faith, and we will. So let's start to look at the contaminant. Number 1 is fear. And that's the major one. That's the major one, and that's what the enemy uses against us. And it comes in different ways, depending on the circumstances we are facing. And we saw that even Peter, the 2 times that he had this issue in the word of God, it was because of fear. When he was walking on the water, he looked at the wind, he became afraid. When Jesus Christ was on his way to the cross, and those people started to challenge him, he was afraid for his life. So when we look at fear, let's see Matthew 14:30, which we've read over and over again. He said, but when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid. And beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. Immediately fear came. He started to sink. He started to sink. A stop must come to that. Our story changes, even as Pastor made us to pray this morning, to ask God, change my game. Why do we want God to change our game? Because if we continue the way it's continuing, it will not end the way we plan. That's why the football players, they regroup. When they are playing their game, and the game they know is not to their favor, they go and regroup. How can we change the strategy of this game so that situation will turn around? And we have seen some of them turn around when people already think they will never be able to turn around. We will turn around. God will regroup for us. God will change our game. Peter, instead of focusing on Jesus Christ, focused on something else. And when it comes to fear, the first thing we need to deal with is our focus. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not standing here to say that it's easy to focus on Jesus. Look, if the sea was calm, to be honest with you, if on that day when Peter was walking, the sea was calm, he would have kept his focus on Jesus. It's easy to keep focus on Jesus Christ when everything is calm and we're just cruising. But when there's a lot of uproaring, when there are issues, when things happen around us, it's difficult to keep our eyes on Jesus Christ. And some people might ask me, how can I keep my eyes on Jesus? I can't see Jesus right now. But the Jesus that we see now is the Word of God. We keep our eyes on the Word of God. Look, let me tell you something. When everything is fine and calm, I'm using myself as an example. It's easy for me to sit down and study the Word. It's easy for me to pray. When things is not right, it's tough for me. I'm just being truthful right now. It's tough. I know I should be praying. I can't. I know I should study the Word. I cannot. But really, that's what we need to do. And that's what the Lord is telling us. If Peter had kept his eye on Jesus, he would not have seen the wind. And then you know what God did for me again? He illustrated this. Normally, I do my prayer work in the morning. And then I noticed that as the weather is changing, there are a lot of wasps. We know what wasps are here. And some insect that looks like bees. Okay? So when I'm walking, I see a lot of them. And one thing that I've noticed with them, a lot of them are territorial. Yes, I noticed that because I walk past the same place every day. And some of those places, I see the same one at the same location all the time. And you know what I notice is when I'm walking and I focus on them, because I don't want to be stung, right? Yeah. So when I focus on them, it seems like they are coming after me. I mean, that's what it seems to me. And then I run away. I run from them. I will cross the road and go to the other side. When I pass their territory, I go back. And then I notice that some days when I have my phone and I'm looking at scriptures in there and confessing it, because I'm not paying attention to my environment, I actually walk through them. And then they run from me. God taught me a lesson from that. Because I was looking at them, it's like it's like he's chasing me. And then I run away. But when I don't look, I'm looking at the word, they run away from me. Let us adopt that kind of behavior when things happen around us. And I'm not saying it will be easy, but it was the only reason why it was easy for me is that my eye was looking at the scripture I was confessing at that time. Focus on Jesus. When you focus on Jesus, you won't see the wind. I'm not saying the wind won't be there. I want to correct that. Because that's what we expect. We want the wind to stop so that we can continue to look at Jesus. But when we focus on Jesus, the wind will still be there, but we won't see it. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18. While we look not on the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. That bee was there, I wasn't looking at it. And because I wasn't looking at it, he left. But the days that I focus on them, trust me, it's like they stand like an army guard. Like, if you dare pass through this place, that's the way it looks to me when I'm looking at them. Joshua chapter 1 verse 8, we know it. The book of the Lord shall not depart out of thy mouth. Thou shalt meditate therein day and night, and thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Have I not commanded thee? Be strong and be of good courage. Be not afraid. Be not afraid. Be not afraid. Be not afraid. Abraham also did the same. The Bible says he did not look at his body. When God said he was going to have a child at the age of 100, I don't even know how he did it. Because how can you not look at your body? You know, there's something that you can hide away from yourself so you don't see it. Because you don't want to look at it. But he can't hide away from himself. He sees himself every day. But the Bible says he considered not his body. He didn't look at it. He focused on the promise of God. And Sarah did the same. Let's move to number 2. Number 2 is doubt. And really, doubt follows after fear. It is not possible for you to fear and not have doubt. You cannot say, oh, I'm not doubting God, but I'm afraid. It's not possible. Where there is fear, there is doubt. And once the fear is removed, there is no doubt. Because both of them work together. If you are not afraid anymore, there is no doubt. But when fear is still there, the doubt is there. Praise the Lord. Matthew 14:31, the same story of Peter. When Peter cried out to Jesus, what did Jesus say? And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore did thou doubt? That was the word that Jesus said. Why did you doubt? And when Jesus said Peter had a little faith, he was not talking about the size of his faith. He said you had faith for only a short period of time. You could have done it. If you continue in that faith, you could have walked and come to me. But because of doubt, he was not able to do it. And let's see Mark 11:23. When Jesus was teaching the disciple how to have the faith of God, the issue of doubt came up again. And this is our text today, part of our text, verse 23. It says, for verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be cast into the sea, there is a condition, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he said shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he said. So what are we struggling with? How do I get to a point where I don't have doubts? You can have faith and still doubt. Peter did, right? Jesus said, you of little faith. He had the faith. His faith was active. Jesus saw his faith. He was walking. But unfortunately, his faith was contaminated with doubt. And if we are doubting now, we don't need to be down. We just need to work on it. Because this is what this is for. God wants to bring us to another place. He wants to change our game. Matthew 21 verse 21. Jesus said unto them, verily I say unto you, if you have faith and doubt not. If you have faith and doubt not. If you have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also ye shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be cast into the sea, and it shall be done unto you. It shall be done. Number 3. This is the third contaminant, unbelief. When we look at unbelief, we think it's doubt. Right? But they are not quite the same thing. Doubt is different from unbelief. Unbelief is a different ballgame and is worse. Unbelief is actually worse than doubt. I will explain it to us. 2 ways that we can have unbelief. 1, we have not received the word of God concerning that situation in our life. Not that we have not heard. We have heard it. We have not received it. That's number 1. Number 2, the way unbelief comes. The second way is that we receive the word. We actually have received the word. But because of something or the other, it drops. So those are the 2 ways that unbelief happens to a person. Mark chapter 6. Mark chapter 6 from verse 1 to 6. This is the story of Jesus Christ. I want to believe that there is nobody here that will not receive the word of God. Okay? So I'm not going to read through this, but we can put it down and read it when we get home. This is the story of Jesus Christ when he went to his hometown. And the Bible said that when he preached at his synagogue, his preaching was full of power. In fact, they knew that there was something extraordinary about him. But even though they knew, they did not receive him. They said, how dare you? Aren't you just the son of Mary? We know your brothers, we know your sisters. So even though you preaching, we know we see this power, but we don't receive this. And the Bible says because of it, Jesus was not able to do any mighty work. Let's read that one, verse 5. Mark 6 from verse 5 to 6. And he could there do no miracle. He didn't say he didn't want to do it. He couldn't do it. Save that he laid his hands upon a few sick folk and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief. He did not ban them because of their doubts, their unbelief, because they didn't receive him. And he went around about the villages teaching. He left that village. He said, okay, you don't want it, I'll go give somebody else. And the reason why unbelief is so bad in the sight of God is that when we walk in unbelief, we are not in agreement with God concerning that matter. I'm not saying we're not born again. We can be born again, but if we are handling a particular matter in our life, and we are in unbelief concerning that thing, we are not in agreement with God concerning it. Amos chapter 3 verse 3 says, can two walk together except they be agreed? And that's why in Hebrews 3:12, take heed, brethren. Remember, this message is for brethren. Lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief, and departing from the living God. That is the way God sees unbelief. He sees us departing from him. Unbelief is stronger than doubt. And unbelief is when we don't accept what the Lord says concerning a matter. The word of God is final. Talking about situations in our life, we need to accept it as final. When we don't, it is unbelief. And to God, we are separating ourselves from him concerning that matter. And we know that that was what happened to the Israelites. They did not, at a point in their life, for whatever reason, in fact, because they were afraid, they decided to drop the promise of God. They said, well, we know that God said I will take you to a land that is flowing with milk and honey. But when we enter that land, there are giants there. We can't go, and we will not go. That's unbelief. We also see this example in the life of Mary. John chapter 11. John chapter 11, when Lazarus was dead, and Mary came to Jesus and said, you know, if you were here, my brother would have lived. But I know that even now, whatever you ask God, God will give it to you. She said it, but she didn't mean it. Because Jesus Christ said, your brother will rise again. And then she said, oh yes, I know. He will rise in the resurrection. But that was not what Jesus was saying. He said, today. But she didn't receive it. She did not. And Jesus said, look, he said, believest thou this? Do you believe it? You can only believe what you receive. We must receive every part of the word of God. No matter how far-fetched it is the truth. And it works. And we saw the issue of the disciples in Mark chapter 9. When Jesus Christ came down from the mountain of configuration and he met them at the foot of the mountain. And this man that had a child that is lunatic, worried by demons, came to them for help. And they were not able to help the child. And Jesus Christ did it, and the child was delivered. So the disciples went back to him when other people were not there and said, why couldn't we do it? Jesus said, because of what? Unbelief. Another message can be born out of that. Because of unbelief. I'm sure they started believing when they started to pray for that child. But at a point during their prayer, they dropped the word because they have not experienced anyone as difficult as that before. They've casted out demons before. But you cannot compare one to the other. Because Jesus Christ said, this type that you are dealing with, they handled it like the common ones. And when it didn't work for them, they said, this deliverance thing does not work all the time. So what did they do? They dropped the word. That's unbelief. And Jesus said, you couldn't do it if they had persisted. They would have been able to save that boy. But they did not. The word works. The word works. And that's why the Bible says this one does not happen except by prayer and fasting. It's not the prayer and fasting that will cast the demon out. The prayer and fasting will build their faith up to the point where they will persevere to the end. If you are struggling with your faith, this is one thing that can help you. Fasting. Not only that, there are several other ways. Of course, we know the word of God. That's number one. Faith comes by hearing the word of God. The Holy Spirit speaks. Building up yourself in your most holy faith. Pray the Holy Spirit. Nobody can explain how he works, but he works. Some people cannot receive that word. But if the Bible says he works, I receive the word. Praise the Lord. That's what I mean by receiving every word of God. And then after you receive it, try it. I know it works because it's worked for me before. Praise the Lord. And fasting also does. Fasting. But it takes God to give us revelation and understanding when it comes to fasting. And we're still going to do more teaching on fasting. We did one before. We do another one. Because it's not like it is the fasting that does it. But the process of fasting starts something in you that makes you to begin to understand what you didn't understand before. That makes you to begin to see what you didn't see before. That begins to build up your faith. That's how it works. So it's not magic, like, okay, let me do dry fast for 10 days, and then suddenly I will have faith. It's not like that. But the process of fasting takes us gradually to where we need to be. So unbelief is really, really, really bad. We don't want to find ourselves in that situation. But the devil works so hard to bring us there. Because he knows that when you are there, you can't receive anything from God. You cannot. You might be 30 years old in the Lord, 50 years old in the Lord. You might be praying and doing all night every day. If you are in unbelief, nothing is going to happen. God is going to help us. None of us will be found there in the name of Jesus. Amen. And when I'm preaching this, I preach out of experience. I was there. I'm not saying I had unbelief before I gave my life to Christ. That's not what I'm saying. After I gave my life to Christ, after I had a calling on my life, because somebody might sit there and say, that one is for somebody that is not serious. Do you know that Elijah fell into unbelief? Elijah, the great prophet that did miracles that most of the prophets in the Bible did not do. He fell into unbelief. That's why he was not able to fulfill his ministry. That's why he needed to hand over to Elisha. Because when somebody is in unbelief, God cannot do anything through you. In fact, you can't do anything for yourself. That's why God had to take him up in the chariots of fire. There is no way he could have survived down here anymore at that point. That's the place where I found myself. Thank God. God dug me out. Yes, I need to use that word. He dug me out. I cannot stand here and say, and suddenly I built my faith again. God dug me out, and I'm grateful for that. The reason why I'm saying this is that no matter where we are, God can change our game. He dug me out, he changed my game. And you know what? Satan was taken unaware. Because when I fell into that unbelief, he became so relaxed over me because to him, the deed has been done. Like he did to Elijah. He didn't know Elisha was coming. He thought, okay, this rat is you that God wants to use to finish him. I will not let you. Death with Elijah. But God raised Elisha. And what God still wanted to do, he did it. But I'm happy God didn't have to raise somebody to replace me. Every morning when I wake up, I thank God. Thank God you did not replace me. Because if he did, he's justified. Thank God for his mercy. That's why when pastor prays, sometimes he's giving the prayer point. He will tell us, pray for the mercy of God. Because that's the highest form of prayer. Highest form, when everything else fails. The mercy of the Lord. Number 4, wavering. Wavering. James chapter 1, from verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God, that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given to him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. And this does not apply to only wisdom, it applies to everything. Now look at what James said. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. 4, verse 7. I don't like this, but it's the word of God. Let not that man think that he shall receive anything from God. Anything. I want to receive. And I want everybody here to receive. We want to receive. And the Bible says if we want to receive, we cannot waver. We cannot. You cannot have faith in the morning and in the afternoon you don't have it. And then in the night you have it. In the morning you don't have it. In the afternoon you have it. That is wavering. The wind blows you this way. You stay there for a minute and then you come this way again. You stay there for a minute. You come this way again. The Bible says they that trust in the Lord, they are like Mount Zion that cannot be moved. Wọ́n dàbí òkè Síónì tí a kò lè ṣí nídìí. I like that in Yoruba. A kò lè ṣí nídìí. We cannot waver, and we will not in the name of Jesus. Amen. Number 5, negative critical thinking. Negative critical thinking. That's another thing that contaminates our faith. Negative critical thinking. And when I talk about negative, I'm not saying bad. It might not be bad, but it's not in line with the word of God. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I say negative, you think, okay, thinking about bad things. No. It's thinking about things that make sense to you and me as human beings, but does not line up with the word of God. This affects a lot of people that are intelligent. Because they think they are so smart. And they want to reason out the word of God. The word of God cannot be reasoned out. It's not possible. The word of God works on our heart, not on our mind. So the critical thinking that we think in our mind, when it does not line up with the word of God, is actually a contamination to our faith. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7a. Proverbs 23, 7a says, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. What you are thinking about, when you are thinking in your mind, you're thinking and thinking and thinking about something that does not line up with the word of God. It might sound true to you, but it contaminates the faith. And most of the false religion, that's how they come. People that started false religion, well, some of them are agents of Satan to start with, but some of them are not. They just drop off because they start thinking about these things. That is not, instead of them to be meditating on the word of God, they are thinking about things that look nice. They are nice things, but they don't line up with the word of God. Matthew 12:34. O generation of viper, how can ye being evil speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. When we think about these things so much, that is what fills our mouth. Instead of our mouth to be filled with the word of God, those are the things that we say. And those things are damaging to our faith. Luke 6, verse 45. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good. And an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil, for out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. And when I'm talking about good and evil now, like I said, I'm not talking about perversion. What is evil to God is things that is contrary to his word. Things that are contrary to the word of God is evil. So somebody will sit here and say, okay, all this faith thing that we've been discussing, why is it not working for me? It might be this. You never meditate on the word of God. You never read the word of God. All that occupies your mind is the thinking, critical thinking of man. How can you have faith? It's not possible. Because those are the things that occupy your mind, and that is what you will be saying. When a situation comes to your life, you will be agreeing with it. Because you are using critical thinking. You're thinking like a man. And when somebody is telling you, why are you confessing negatively? You tell the person, I'm saying what I see. You want me to lie? You understand? There's a truth in that. You say what you see. But saying what you see, you are counteracting what the word of God says. And to God it is evil. The only thing that is the truth is the word of God. So if you see something happening, it's not the truth. So when you don't say it, you are not lying. You are agreeing with the word of God. That's how the enemy is. You cannot lie now. That's what you are saying. Say it. And then you keep saying it. The more you say it, you are in agreement with Satan. You are saying we are together. This is what we want. But instead of doing that, you look into the word, you say the truth. And people look at you and you are lying. I'm not lying. This is truth to me. And if you say it long enough, the things that you see that you don't desire will disappear. That was how the world was created. That's how God rules. And he's teaching us his own principles so that we also can be victorious over things. That's why the Bible says God used the things that we cannot see to make what we can see to disappear. He caused the things that be not as though they were. He caused them because they are already existing in the spirit. So no matter what you see with your eyes, no matter what you feel with your senses, don't say it. Say what the word of God says. And I'm not saying it's easy to do, but it can be done. We start somewhere. And then when you start and you do it and do it and do it, you get used to it. Romans 12:2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. We must renew our mind. And the renewal of our mind can never happen automatically. You must sit down, use your own two eyes to study the word of God. Renew your mind. It says that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Some people have problem knowing the will of God. If there's anybody here you have problem knowing the will of God, it's because your mind is full of things that have nothing to do with the word. Our mind is full of the things of this world that have nothing to do with the word of God. God does not roll by what we are thinking about. And then we don't want to know the will of God. No, the will of God is in the word of God. You don't know the will of God because you don't know the word of God. And you cannot know the will of God if you don't know the word. I don't care how intelligent you are. There's none of us that is as intelligent as the devil. Yes, he's been around before you. He's smart. But guess what? He does not know the will of God. He knows the word, but he doesn't know what it means. He knows the letter of the word. Because if really he knew the word, he would not have killed Jesus Christ. Give me a break. How will he kill Jesus when he knows that it is in dying that Jesus gets victory over him? He didn't know. So when I'm talking to you that you need to read the word, I'm not saying read it in your mind. You meditate and allow the Holy Spirit to give you revelation. That's how you know the will of God. It comes to you. You can know the will of God. I was talking to somebody. I said, God called me into the ministry since I was a teenager. Then she looked at me. How did you know? And I know she was genuine. But you know what? if you meditate upon the word, if you renew your mind with the word of God, if you replace your mental thinking with the word of God, you will know. Because I know where I was at that time. I still remember it like yesterday. And not because I'm special, only because I took the word of God and I meditated on it. So you too, the same thing can happen to you. You just change your way of life. Say, okay, I'm going to make the word of God my priority. I'm going to study it, I'm going to meditate upon it. In fact, God is happy. Because that's what He created us for companionship. A lot of us forget why we were made. You were not made to do your own thing. Somebody loves you so much, he said, let me create this being so that I can be part of this person. And then we deny God of His rights. But I know that is changing in the name of Jesus. It's changing in this church. Every one of us, we have a close and intimate relationship with the Almighty God. I'm not the in-between. God only sends me to teach. You know how Jesus Christ told Peter, beloved thou me, feed my sheep. Hallelujah. That's my own. That's what the Lord sent me out to do. He's equipped me to do it. And I will do it as long as He's giving me the grace to do it. But God wants an intimate relationship with every one of us. God wants to be as close to you, closer to you than He is to me. Because even the way I am right now, God wants to be closer to me more. He desires us. Praise the Lord. That's why He brought us back again. Thank you, Jesus. I'm going to stop here today and then we continue next Sunday. Let's just stand on our feet.